Hello everybody, Incon here with the European SPL Week 2 Worlds Season Review. Starting off this week was Titan vs Dignitas. Nothing crazy here. Everybody expected this to go 2-0 Titan, and 2-0 Titan it did indeed go. Pretty straightforward Titan domination here. Very strong picks coming out from Titan. We see they got Surket, Janice, Hades all on the same team. Second game they got Ao Quang, Thor, Agni, another three really strong picks. Really getting critical picks on some of their carries. Notably, Confrey in the first game going 10-0-7 on Rama, and Ataraxia going 10-2-5 in the second game. Not much to say here other than it's just utter domination by Titan, man. Just Titan really proving that they're a top 3 team in Europe, and they're going to continue to be a top 3 team. London Conspiracy versus Myrmidons. I have this series actually going a 1-to-1 split. This is one of the games I was wrong this week. London Conspiracy coming out and playing strong. Wasn't very impressed with Mogau's play this week. He picked Chang'e both weeks. I think we're seeing a problem with Mogau, which may be his limited god pool. They banned out Hades. He was kind of forced into his other pick, Chang'e. Wasn't the strongest pick for them. Mages right now in the solo lane, not very strong. Outside of, some Guardians that kind of double as mages. But Arrow coming out really strong in the second game with his Isis 11, 2, and 12. Good team play in general just from London Conspiracy in the first game. It wasn't so much necessarily London outplaying Myrmidons. I think it was Myrmidons not playing up to their potential. I still think they're a very strong team in Europe. I don't know if they're going to be top 4. I think they could be number 4, but I don't think they're going to be top 3. A game that I was really wrong on this week, Fnatic versus Epsilon. I had Fnatic going 2-0 because I had trust in my boys. I said Reels is going to show up. It depends if the team shows up. And the team didn't show up at all, actually. In fact, I'm surprised. My mind's actually boggled. First game, surrender from Fnatic, down 12-1 kills. Just everybody getting obliterated on Fnatic. Reels going 0-1-1. Badger dying 6 times in the first game on Ymir. Second game was pretty much a repeat of the first game. Went a bit longer, wasn't as crazy snowball in the start. Reels going 5-3-5, trying to keep his team in it. But other than that, just really strong play, particularly from adapting in both games. Adapting, widely considered by a lot of European players to be the strongest player in Europe, if not the world right now. And really making a case for himself. 5-1-6 on Thor, 9-1-13 on Surket. I'm glad I don't gotta play against that man, dude. I don't wanna. Don't make me. Ain't about that life. Dig and Justice splitting 1-1 this week. Dig taking the first game pretty fast, but Justice coming back in the second game. A little bit longer than the first one, but pretty strong win from them. Actually down in kills, it seems. I don't remember that. Apparently down in kills in the second game and winning the game. I actually do not recall that. But regardless, the stats don't lie. Hi-Rez playing very well in the first game, 10-2-5. Not to mention Frezu going 7-1-17 on Ares support. Ares, man, when Ares gets big at the start, you better hide your kids, hide your wife, dude. Second game, not quite going that strong for them. Huyi getting pretty big that game. Not necessarily the most exciting set, but a 1-to-1 split. Good for Justice. Dignitas having a very hard beginning of their split this season. A London Conspiracy and Paradigm. Paradigm finally coming back. Finally taking back their rightful place. Paradigm does this thing at the start of the season where they lose their games and then they just start to win their games. And once they start to win, they usually don't lose again. I would be surprised to see Paradigm ever go 0-2 again to another team. 1-to-1 splits are possible, but once Paradigm's on point, they kind of hit this like train mode where they just kind of plow through the competition. I don't think they'll be able to plow through Epsilon but they already played them for this first split here, so they won't have to worry about that. Other than that, though, I expect Paradigm to continue to do very well. If you haven't watched the interview with Lobster, though, at the end, pretty spicy, dude. Lobster going in savage. Lobster like, I got my teeth in it. He'd be like, ah. Ugh. It was delicious to watch, though. Great publicity. I loved it. And finally, Myrmidons and Titan. Myrmidons forfeiting the first game, could not field a roster. Second game, a combination of Titan being very strong and probably Myrmidons being a bit under the weather, considering they had to forfeit their first game. Nothing crazy there. Titan takes the win, and that wraps up Europe for week 2, guys. I'll have my predictions out tomorrow for who I think is going to take it all. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you appreciate the content, and I'm glad you guys are watching. And as always, have a twitching day, y'all. Subscribe.